Kaylie, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are doing 15 cheer life hacks. And sorry I haven't filmed for a while, but like a month and a half, 2 months, maybe longer than that. But it's okay, but it's fine, I'm back. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you guys in 1 year. Can you believe that? 1 year. But today's video is going to be all about cheer life hacks if you're a cheerleader. Or like some of these can go for like other things too, like maybe like gymnastics or dance or something like that. Then you can use these for those as well. But we're gonna get started with the video. So yeah. Okay, so this is my list of cheer life hacks, and so if you see me looking down, and I have my list right here. So the first one is stiff bows. So I'm gonna get my backpack right here, so then you guys can see. So like maybe you have like a looser bow. So like if you have this problem, it depends on the person. If you like stiff bows or not, I personally like stiff bows. They're easy to work with. So if you have like a looser bow and like it won't stop flopping like in front of your face, then like while you're at practice or at competition or like a showcase, then you won't have this problem. All you have to do is get your bow and get some hairspray. Make sure you spray it like really, really good, and then so all you have to do is like get your bow and get 2 paper towels. You wad the paper towels up, and then I'll get this bow to show you. So then you here's like one of mine, for example. This one's already stiff, but because I sprayed it with hairspray. I actually made this by myself, fun fact. So you take paper towels and you put them like right here in the loops of the bow, and then you just spray it with hairspray. Make sure you get the loops too, and you just spray it, and then you leave it overnight, and then once you get up in the morning, it'll be stiff. You might want to do this the night before practice, because if you do it 10 minutes before you go to practice, then your bow's not going to be stiff. So you might want to do this the night before. I tried it, like I've done this with loose bows, and I swear by it. Like I honestly swear by it. I can promise you that. But yeah, so that's the first hack. This next hack is to fix the odor in your cheer shoes if you have that problem. So I'm gonna get my cheer shoes that are right here in my bag so that you can see. So all you do is so you'll see why I'm smelling them, and I think it's good for a minute. So all you have to do is, you take some tea bags, or if you don't have tea bags, you can also use some dryer sheets, and you just put them in your cheer shoes when you're not using them, and this helps and what this hack does, and it helps get rid of the odor in your cheer shoes if you have that problem. And yeah, so so as you can see, I have some tea bags in here right now, and once you take them out and you just let sorry, I cannot talk, and you just let them sit for a couple minutes or overnight, or you can put them in your bag. That's what I did. I prefer you sit them out all night. The only reason why I have them in my bag is because that's where I usually keep them. So yeah, but that's to help get rid of odor if you have that problem. And then so the next hack is to fix right your bottom of your cheer uniform for competitions. I know a lot of cheerleaders, if you're a cheerleader, let's face it, we've all been there. When you're at a competition and you're backstage and you're about to go on stage in like 30 seconds and your skirt or your shorts or whatever your cheer uniform bottom is keeps riding up. I mean, let's face it, we've all been there. I've been there before. So to fix that, I actually have a solution to that. So you just take some hairspray and you spray your leg and you spray like the actual uniform and you just stick it down to where it's supposed to stay, and you just do that where it normally rides up. And I recommend you do this before, like, right when you get there. Don't do this right before you go on stage. If you do it like 10 minutes before you go on stage, then it's not gonna work. It takes, I'd say, like 20 to 30 minutes to actually dry, and to get it off, all you do is you just get some water and you just like spread it on your leg, and that will get it off. So you use warm water, but it can't be too hot. Make sure you don't make it too hot, or else it'll burn your leg. But yeah, so I did that at my last competition, and it worked really well. So, and this next hack, it is actually a lifesaver. So if you have one of these infinity cheer backpacks, then there's this, like, so I actually found out that there's this like weird buckle thing on the infinity cheer backpack. So but I found out that it is a perfect place to keep all your ponytails, and the reason why I'm taking them off, I'm going to show you how to put them on. So how do you put them on? If you have like extra ponytails, or you can just go out and buy some. If you want, I got this pack. They have some really cheap ones in the hair section at Walmart. So you'll find them there. And so what you do is you just take your ponytails and you just slide them right there, and then the one might get caught like in between here. That is okay. Then you just buckle it back up, and then you have your ponytails handy at all times. So yeah, I just wanted to show that because I think it's really useful, and it actually really helps. So you have your ponytails handy at all times. And yeah, so this next hack is another cheer shoe one. It's to fix your cheer shoe laces. So like and I highly recommend you do this if you're a flyer. I'm just gonna untie this for a second. So I highly recommend that you just tie your shoelace on your cheer shoes, like just like a normal bow, and I do the two bunny ears because that's how it's taught. I just think it's easier. Don't judge me. So then and make sure you double knot it so then it won't come undone. So then you that's one knot. There's two knots. So what you do is you just slide. If you have like infinities, then this will work really well. If you don't have infinities, then this will work with any other shoe brand too. So if you don't have infinity, you slide them like right there, and I highly, 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 highly recommend you do this if you're a flyer, because you don't want your laces coming undone and being caught in your base's fingers. I mean, I'm a base and a back spot, and I've been there, like, and it is not a good feeling. So if you're fired, definitely do this. This will save your life, and it'll save your base's life too. So yeah, but yeah, so I really recommend you doing that. If you're fired, then definitely do that, because it's really helps, and then your shoelaces won't come undone right when you're on stage, because for one, it's embarrassing. For two, you can trip and fall, and then you'd gain deduction. I haven't been there. Even if you're not a bit fired, and I'd still recommend you do that, because like nobody wants, I mean, most cheerleaders have been there. I haven't been there, but I've been there during practice where your shoelaces come undone in the middle of practice, and then like you're running for your routine with the music, and you just can't stop, and then you just trip and fall, and like it's not a good feeling. So definitely do that, because I don't trust you being in that situation. Even if you're not fired, and I still recommend you do that. So then the next hack is to fix your Nike Pros. I don't have any Nike Pros, but I have some by BCG, and so if you have Nike Pros, then after you find that after you take them out of the wash, that you lost even more than Nike symbol, which is really annoying. And so I actually have a solution to that. So you just flip your Nike Pros over, and then once you take them out of the dryer, you'll find that you're losing less of the Nike symbol. And so then you won't you won't lose your Nike symbol, because let's face it, like most of us has been there. So yeah, this next hack is to help with powerful tumbling. So if you do so, like us cheerleaders have to tumble. So this is for a round off back handspring or just any tumbling skill. So how to do it is so you just so instead of hurling like normal, I'll show you. So you instead of doing that, you hurtle like that, and then you do. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not actually gonna do it right now, because I'm in a really small space and I don't want to get hurt. So you hurtle like this, and then you do your round off back handspring, or you do your back tuck or back handspring, or front handspring, front tuck, whatever you're doing. It helps with anything. And I personally am not on a team that does any like back handsprings or anything like that. We just do cartwheels. But I still recommend you do that, because my friend does cheerleading, one of my friends, and she is on a cheer team, and she swears by it. So this next hack is to help with huge hair if you're going to like a competition. So what you do, there's actually two ways you can do this. Like most cheerleaders have to wear ponytails. So what you do, your ponytail stays up, you can go to a wall and you'll have to have someone do your hair for you, and then you go against the wall. You make sure you like tease it, and you put hairspray in it, and then once you come off the wall, your ponytail will stay up. And the other way to do it is before making the ponytail, you make a half ponytail, and like kind of like that, and then you do your actual ponytail. So then it'll stay up, and then you like bobby pin it, and you hairspray it and tease it and stuff. Make sure you tease it, because that will really help. So, yeah. This next hack is to help with powerful jumps. So, if you have a problem with jumps, then I recommend you get some ankle weights. You put them on your ankles and you just work on your jumps you need to work on. And it's gonna be a little hard to do it at first when you have the ankle weights on. But then I promise you that once you take your ankle weights off, like after like 15 to 20 minutes of doing the jumps like straight, then your ankle weight, then your jumps will be so much more powerful and you won't have to be using that much force and they'll just be really easy, and then you won't have to like use those ankle weights. And I promise you it works. I can promise you that it actually works. I haven't tried it yet, but a lot I have a couple but a lot of the girls on my team have done it and they say it works really well, and I'm just going to trust them. So, yeah, but this next hack is comfy cheer shoes. So what you do is you just take your normal cheer shoes, and if this hack is to help with tight cheer shoes if you have that problem. So what you do to make this work is you take some really thick socks, or you can layer up on some thin socks, and then you put your cheer shoes on, and then they won't be tight anymore. They'll be so much more comfortable. I mean, I tried them with these cheer shoes that are 2 sizes too small, and they actually work. So I can promise you that it works. It works, people. It works. So that's to help with tight shoes if you have that problem. And so yeah. So the next hack is, this can be related, like if you take like gymnastics or like dance or baseball or basketball or football or volleyball or like any sport in general, then this will, like, there's no sport that doesn't require hydration. So what you do with this hack is, you're gonna want, so before I say this, you're gonna want to do this the night before practice, because it's not gonna work if you do it like 10 minutes before practice. You're gonna want to do it the night before practice. So what you do is you take a water bottle, and it can be like plastic or metal. It doesn't really matter. So you put enough water that won't cover the hole when you tip. So you take some water, like just a little bit, and you tip it sideways. Make sure it's not covering the hole you drink out of, because then it's not going to work. And then you leave it in the freezer overnight, tipped sideways. And then when you look at it in the morning, then it'll be like a whole thing of ice right there. And it's going to be, and then I promise you that it works. I tried it myself, and it actually works. Because if you just have a couple ice cubes in your water, it's not going to stay cold. If you have it tipped over, then it'll actually work. And it will, like, work. So, yeah. But I just want to share that hack with you. So, yeah, and that's, like, one of my favorite ones out of this whole video. And, yeah. So, the next hack is cheer shoe. The next hack is cheer shoes. So if you have like infinities or something like that, then like a lot of people wear their shoes outside and they don't think much about it. So, and like really, cheer shoes, the purpose of cheer shoes is only for like the mats, and like the mats only. And so I recommend that what you do is you wear flip-flops after the practice outside, and then you just take your pair of cheer shoes in your bag, and then so and then once you get inside your gym, then you change into your cheer shoes, and then once you leave practice, you put your flip-flops back on. It takes less than a minute to do. It's easy, but yeah, but I highly recommend you do that because it will make your cheer shoes a lot cleaner and less likely to get dirty. So yeah, and then the next hack. Then this next hack is also related to cheer shoes. So it's to help with long laces. If you find that your cheer shoelaces are long, then I have a solution to that. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So what you do is you start the beginning of your normal bow, and then you bring your laces under your cheer shoes like that, and then you just start the beginning of the bow again, and then you just tie a normal bow, and it's easy as that. And it really also it's another option if you're a flyer like the previous one with like one of the previous ones, like the other shoe one I showed you earlier. It also helps. So, but this one, even if you're not it really works if you're a flyer, because then your laces won't get caught in your base's fingers, and that's gonna hurt, and that would hurt. So yeah, no one wants that, and so yeah, but I highly recommend you do that, even if you're not a flyer, so then it won't come undone, when you're on stage at a competition, then it won't come undone. So definitely highly recommend that. So yeah, this next hack is to help build your endurance and build your energy. It's protein shakes. So I recommend you do this before and after practice, especially if you're if you have to get up early in the morning. Then I recommend this be your breakfast if you're waking up to go to a competition in the next morning. So what you do is you get a smoothie machine, and then if you have one, which only works if you have a smoothie machine. You can also do it by hand, but that'd be a lot. So you take protein powder and fruity, and then you blend it, and then you add some milk, and then you blend it together, and so that's what you do. And and it's very healthy for you, very healthy. It's cruelty free, and it really helps build your endurance and energy. And so, last but not least, this hack is running. So I recommend you, if you live in a neighborhood, then I recommend you run around your neighborhood at least once a day. I recommend you do this before practice, an hour before practice, because if you only do it for 5 minutes, it's because it helps build your endurance. If you only do it for 5 minutes, that's not really going to build your endurance. But if you do it nonstop for at least 20 minutes, then that's really going to build your endurance. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please smash that like button and hit the notification and give me a huge thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Peace.